Yo, so I want to talk about the real reason why people are not satisfied with Zenless Zone Zero. Of course, we're showing my opinion on the game. So let's get straight to the point. The first real reason why people are not satisfied with the game is like the game is too easy for them. All you have to do is left click. Some people aren't feeling the rewards from the gameplay, but I actually want to preface this and I want to say that the game for me is kind of enjoyable. I will probably rate it a 6 out of 10, maybe a 6.5 if I'm generous. But I want to say that the first 20 levels of the game aren't very enjoyable until you actually get to the new modes and try some end game mode, and it becomes a little more challenging the more you play it. And I think that if the game is going to be always casual like that, it's going to only get a very niche audience, and it will probably be my first gacha game that I play on mobile. I do not enjoy gacha games on mobile, but I think this is going to be a good one. But another reason why people aren't satisfied, I think that if the game launched before Wuthering Waves, I would think that it would get a better reception, because people already tried how you can get one shot from bosses and how a lot of modes aren't that easy, and then we went to a very easy game. I can see that point, but to be honest, let's be real, the game is overhated. I think that a lot of people are either hating for fun or the things that they don't like are just personal preference. Like for example, let's talk about the TV mode, okay? The TV mode is probably the worst thing they did on the game, and I actually agree that the TVs in a lot of things kind of useless. Like, why did you put TVs here and there, and a lot of it in the main story? Like, they need to change that. They need to make it easier for a lot of people. But to be honest, in modes like the simulated universe of this game, I actually enjoyed the TVs. Yes, I thought they had a meaning inside this mode, in only this mode. I thought, okay, keep the TVs in this mode, this is good. But in a lot of other modes, in a lot of other ways you play the game, there is no need to do TVs every time. So they definitely need to change TVs, but at the same time, I found that TVs are kind of personal preference too. Like, I found some people that like TVs, and even myself, I kind of enjoy them sometimes. I won't say that I never enjoy TVs and puzzles, but maybe because I like puzzles, you know? Would I say that most people like puzzles? I don't think so. Now, the Zenless Zone Zero experience is good to see, not to play, at least for day one. After that, the game improves even more, like I'm in day 2 now. But day 1 feels kinda slow, it feels kinda annoying, the game is easy. Although the gameplay looks very good, it's not very enjoyable. It has some depth in it, but you don't need it. That's my problem with Genshin. But even Genshin was more enjoyable as a start, or even for a whole month or 2, to learn how to do the reaction, to dodge sometimes. But here the mobs need to hit you 20-30 times to kill you. This is insane. At least from the start. I'm talking this is the start of the game, and I do know the game has to be easy from the start, especially for gachas. Even Wuthering Waves, the crownless fight, the first crownless fight is easy, but I think that they went too easy on the players. But looking at the gameplay is very smooth. There's something about the game that's very smooth that I like. The movement looks very cool. There's a lot of things that are good in the game, but you cannot use that, you know, you cannot utilize what you're doing. So I do not think that the game is bad. I think there's a lack of difficulty in the game, that's it. Because for example, I like the story, I like how they present the story, even though I didn't expect to like it. I was like, okay, this is a visual novel, I won't be able to like this story, but no, the story was actually enjoyable to me. The gameplay is also enjoyable, there's some cool strategy to it if the mobs are doing some damage, which they will do when you progress into the game. But it's still not enough for now. I hope that the more I progress into the game, a little challenging, I want to need to dodge at least once or twice. Because for now, especially day 1, it felt like button mashing. You only use left click and that's it. But here I wanna call some people that are going okay, PGR is better. Here's the thing, I only played 15 hours of PGR, and I'm gonna be real, I think that PGR is just mashing the same button. The gameplay looks flashy and looks even better than Zenless Zone Zero, but I think that PGR also has the same problem, at least in the first 15 hours. I only clicked the same abilities and I finished the whole content that I played. Now you might say, and I want PGR players to confirm this in the comments, you might say PGR will actually become more challenging afterwards and you will have to use other buttons, so don't hate about PGR. Okay, exactly, do not hate about Zenless Zone Zero from the start. But as a start, as an opinion, I think the start of the game isn't the best, isn't the most enjoyable. Does it deserve all the hate for now? No, we need to complete the whole thing. I actually don't think players should do everything. Let content creators do their thing. Let some free-to-play players go through the whole content, and you can see some different opinions about the game. For me, the game is a 6 out of 10. I'm not quitting the game any sooner. Even though the game feels like a hack and slash now, it kind of feels fun, and I can see that it's promising. The devs are doing a bad job in presenting how the game will look like in the future, because they sometimes say, okay, it's a casual game, and then in the live stream go ahead and say, we will implement more harder things in the future. So yes, I will also blame Hoyoverse for what they did. So anyway, that was my opinion. We will see in the future. That was the video. Bye bye.